Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another very informative session with Indoindians.com. We have noticed recently that there has been a lot of chatter about banking, NRI banking, and for especially what kind of accounts you need to have, if you have OTP queries. And these are all queries that come up again and again. And everybody getting their bank accounts in order, getting their financial transactions in order is of utmost importance. And today we are very, very pleased to have the SBI team, not only from SBI Indonesia, which is represented by Akash ji. Hi, Akash. How are you?
Yeah,
yes.
Good. Yeah.
So Akash is the president director of SBI Indonesia here based in Jakarta, along with his team. And we also have other people here from India. So we have Joseph Christie from the faculty, SBI faculty in Hyderabad. We have, in fact, we're very pleased to have Ranjana Sinha, who is the NRI head for SBI. So we have a whole panel of people, not only from SBI India, but also from SBI Indonesia to answer all queries. It will start off, this short agenda it will start off by a presentation by Joseph Christie. Joseph, please raise your hand so everybody can see you. Yeah, that's Joseph. And after that, it will be interactive. Akash ji will be the moderator and he will answer and address the questions to the right concerned people if there are any. So let's get started. And we have any final words, Akash? Do you want to share anything?
Okay, yeah. So I think this presentation will start from the perspective of giving the basics of the banking, which are there for NRIs. So any specific product, if you want to know, we will be happy to address. And if you have a specific agenda, one-to-one addressing, we'll be happy to have that queries noted down. That's how it will go. So I think presentation from our NRI team back home in India, we should start with. Yeah.
Okay. So the floor is yours, Joseph.
Yeah, thank you, Poonam. Very good morning to all the SBI family. I don't want to invite each one because of the time constraint. And most importantly, the customers of SBI from SBI Indonesia. I welcome all for this interaction. And I hope we will be in a position to give you maximum information that you are awaiting to receive from us. Okay. And I'm very happy that you are part of 50 crore customers of SBI, which is an ethical organization having customer at the forefront always. So it's my pleasure to welcome you all for this meeting. So without making much waste of time, I think we will move on to the other proceedings. So a warm welcome, and I'm sure my faculty here will be in a position to answer all your queries. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah. So I think presentation will be done by Mr. Anurag, who will make a quick presentation. Anurag ji, you can show the presentation on the.
Good morning, sir.
You can share.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it visible to all?
Not yet. Your name is appearing.
1 minute.
Yeah.
Again, I'd like to remind all participants to please mute yourself, and you can unmute yourself during the Q&A. Thank you.
Why?
Because it disturbs the presenter.
Yeah, now you can see.
Visible, sir?
Yeah, you can go on the presentation mode. Correct. Okay. Yeah.
Now okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. So good morning, all. Once again, welcome in this webinar or interaction session. As our sir said, the State Bank of India is having maximum share of NRI business among the public sector banks in India. We are providing many financial and digital services to NRIs and our OCIs, overseas citizens of India. They can open account digitally while performing any transaction through digital channel. You can get OTP over emails also. We also offer different liability and asset products. Our bank has a separate section, I can say, that on our website for NRIs, you can get many information related to deposit products, digital products, quarterly newsletters, NRI taxations, and FEMA booklets for ready reference. We are trying to give an overview of liability and asset products and how can you avail these services from there or while you are visiting to India. We try to address all these things. So first question comes that what type of account an NRI or overseas citizen of India can open? Yes, we know that all the foreign exchange business is regulated in India through FEMA. As per FEMA guidelines, an NRI can open 3 types of different accounts: NRO, non-resident ordinary, NRE, FCNRB, and RFC. RFC is for returning NRIs that I will explain later on. So these type of accounts an NRI can open. One more question comes in our mind that OCI, can they maintain resident accounts, domestic resident account? Yes, it is permitted in certain cases. Certain cases means when an OCI is returning to India or coming to India and they have decided to stay in India and want to job or something related business, then they can open resident accounts. But in that case, all that NRO, NRE and FCNR, they have to change their products to resident accounts. So NRI and PIO and OCI, NRO, NRE and FCNB, they can open accounts. So in that way, you may maintain the accounts. Now, next question comes in our mind that what are the documents required? What are the documents required for that purpose? So one thing is proof of identity and proof of address is required. This is the page when you go to our website and download our account opening form. There itself, it is very, very clearly mentioned that what are the minimum document required. So for proof of status or proof of identity. So naturally for identity, it is only passport and visa is required. Proof of status, yes, for OCIs, either PIO card or OCI card is required, or relevant pages of passport of parents or grandparents establishing their Indian origin, or marriage certificate establishing spouse Indian origin, that is required, proof of status. And tax residency, yes, for that it is required tax identification number. And current address proof overseas, it is required for OCIs, it is mandatory. And proof of permanent address that can be given through your either passport or like that. And suppose you are trying to open account from Indonesia itself, wherein you are sending account opening form either through digital or through by post. In that case, one additional document is required, that is check drawn on the overseas bank account, cancelled or paid check of the overseas bank account, or proof of income payslip, something. That is one additional document is required in that case. The next question comes in our mind that who can be a co-applicant or in the joint account if you want to open a joint account. So you can open that joint account with your resident relatives. So who are the resident relatives with whom you can open an account? So yes, it is permitted in NRE, NRO and FCNRB. You can maintain, but that operation will be either only former or survivor basis only. So they are members of a Hindu undivided family. Are they husband and wife? Then they are eligible. And one person is related to the other, like father, mother, son, son's wife, daughter, daughter's husband, brother, and sister. So with them, you can maintain a joint account in our bank. It is permitted. Now, another question comes. Suppose you are in Indonesia and you want that your resident relative who is a co-borrower, co-applicant or joint account holder. So can we give power of attorney to operate, maintain that account and operations? Yes, it is permitted. But there are some instructions, some permissible transactions as per Indian law and non-permissible transactions are there. So we can see that what are there. First thing, if you want to give power of attorney from Indonesia itself, or if you are visiting in India, so there are separate instructions are there. If you are visiting India, at that time you want to execute that power of attorney. So these things you must be remembered. The attorney should be a resident of India, first thing, and it should be executed on a non-judicial stamp paper with appropriate stamp duty. And a judicial magistrate or notary public should attach the signature of the executant. So this must be remembered. And executant must affix his or her signatures on every page of the power of attorney and initials wherever blanks are filled in. So this must be remembered. Now, if you want to execute your power of attorney from Indonesia itself, so the attorney should be a resident of India, to be executed on a stamp paper or plain paper as applicable to the country. In Indonesia, if it is applicable, in that case, they are stamp paper. And executant signatures need to be attested by our branch official, foreign branch officials. Like in Indonesia, we are having branches in 5 cities. Indian embassy or in front of consulate or a magistrate or judge. So it can be executed outside India also. And when you are executing outside India and you are sending that back to India to deposit in the bank, in that case, stamp duty should be paid in India within 3 months of receipt in India. This must be remembered. Once that will reach in India, within 3 months, it should be duly stamped. And it is stamp duty is depend on state to state. It's a state matters in India. And executant must affix his or her signatures on every page of the POA and initials for the blanks. So this must be remembered while you are providing power of attorney. So what are the permissible transactions? Yes, all local payments and eligible investment he can do, that power of attorney holder. And remittance outside India of current income in India of the NRI net of applicable taxes to the account holder. That can be, these are the permissible. And what are the non-permissible transactions? So remittance of funds to third party located outside India cannot be made by POA. So POA cannot give request to remit the funds to the third party. He can request only to the account holder, for you only. And no payment by way of gift to resident. He cannot make payment as a gift to the local residents, and cannot transfer funds to other NRI, NRO account also. If you are maintaining this NRI, NRO account in another bank, so through power of attorney, he cannot transfer. And cannot be permitted to open or close any account. So only you are the authorized person either to close or open account. He cannot open account. If you want to open account through power of attorney, it is not permissible. You have to open account from yourself itself. Then afterwards, you can give power of attorney for the transactions, and cannot be permitted to apply any time channels. So INB, ATM, this thing, PIN or the password. So that is not authorized for that purpose. So this way you can open an account. We will see that how you can digitally open that account later on. Now, as we discussed, there are 3 types, all are the types of accounts. So one thing is NRO, non-resident ordinary. This account you can open in India, in our bank, in a rupee denominated account. It is in rupees only, and all saving, current, recurring, fixed deposit, all 4 types of account you can maintain. If you want to deposit amount as a fixed deposit, in that case, minimum tenure is 7 days, and maximum you can deposit up to 10 years in case of NRO. We also have a one MOD facility, means multi-option deposit, where a threshold limit is there. When your account balance is more than 25,000 minimum, that is there. Thereafter 10,000 minimum, so threshold is 35,000. Once the balance reached up to 35,000, immediately your 10,000 fixed deposit will create, and whenever that will be any check is coming for that, you are issuing check, and check comes for the payment, so automatically that will be break and payment will be done. So here in this way you can get a higher rate of interest while maintaining saving account. We also name it saving plus account, that is available. And yes, premature withdrawal facility is available in case of fixed deposit, and automatic renewal. Yes, automatic renewal on maturity for the same period, it is available in this particular product. But if you are investing in sometimes banks issue a separate product or some scheme has been launched. In that case, we must be remembered, if there's a separate product, then you have to be remembered for the maturity at that time, because it cannot be automatically renewed. Otherwise, it is renewal is permissible.
अनुराग जी, थोड़ा quickly जाना पड़ेगा.
Okay. Yes. And it is taxable.
Q&A.
Yeah.
So quickly, just run through better.
Okay. So taxable, yes, it is for NRO, it is taxable. So it is, and for repatriation, yes, you can repatriate fund up to $1 million in a particular financial year. So that is the under NRO scheme. NRI, yes, it is also rupee denominated, but it is a 100% repatriation is permitted in case of NRI deposit accounts. Here also you can maintain all the saving, current, and tenure. Here the fixed deposit minimum tenure is 1 year. In NRO it was 7 days, so it is in 1 year, and 10 years you can. Here also in NRI the same facility, saving plus, is available, so that you can utilize that. But and the main feature of NRI deposit accounts are funds are 100% repatriable, so you can it can be repatriated. Then one account you can maintain FCNRB, foreign currency non-resident bank. It can be maintained in foreign currency. 6 foreign currencies are there. You can maintain US dollar, Canadian dollar, GBP, yen, and Australian dollar and euro. Here you can maintain only fixed deposit, and the period is minimum 1 and maximum 5 years. And some differential rate of interest is also available. Bank is offering. With the some amount is there, minimum amount. If it is more than $250,000 for retail customers, so then we can go for that more rate of interest in that case. So in that way, you can maintain that FCNRB account. One more FCNRB premium. This is very good product offered by our bank. So we know that there is always a conversion risk of risk rate. Then in this particular product, you can book forward contract. So at the time of maturity, you will be very much assured that how much you will get the amount at the time of maturity. So in that way, it's a very good premium account, and the tenor is minimum 1 and maximum 5. So higher yield will be there 100%. And that there is no charges for forward contract. Otherwise, it is chargeable, very low fees is there for issuing that. We are having one NRI non-callable deposit, where you can deposit minimum deposit 1 crore and 1 lakh, 1 crore 1,000 above that you can deposit. That is there, and this is a very good rate of interest available for this particular product. Bank is offering. And NRI Sukoon account, yes, it's a very good account, and bank is offering NRI Sukoon account to those NRIs, those who they believe that they don't want any interest on deposits. So for those, this NRI Sukun current account is available in our bank, where it is interest will not be there, and all the facility of current account is available. It is freely repatriable and no minimum balance charges are there. So that account you can maintain in our bank. And then RFC account, yes, resident foreign currency, it is only applicable to those NRIs who are returning India for permanent settlement. In that case, that can be open. Here the tenure is 1 to 3 years, and rate of interest is same FCNRB. It's also free repatriable. This particular product is only for that is providing the customers that it may possible, or if you feel that after 1 year or 2 year I can go back to that any Indonesia or another country for any business. If it is not successful, then I can go back. So in that particular account, you can keep your all the earnings, so that at the time of again, if you are going back, so that amount is 100% repatriable. Otherwise, that LRS scheme will be applicable. So that is the very good feature. And one more feature is that suppose you are returning to India, and if you have invested some amount in the foreign land and some investment are there, if you are expecting in within 5 or 6 months, so that account you can maintain that. And we are also offering one this product. It's available up to 31st March, and the minimum amount is $100,000 and maximum $250,000 that is there. Dhanlakshmi deposit, where a special 10 basis point above card rates are available. So these are the some liability products we have. We are also providing personalized loan facilities. Home loan, yes, we are providing home loan to customers, NRI customers, home loan, and their minimum amount is 3 lakh and maximum, it's depend on our ratio, that loan to value, LTV means loan to value ratio, what is the realizable value of the property, accordingly we will finance, and it is also depend on your net monthly income. And
Sir, Anuragji, I think you have 2 minutes more, because then we'll open up for maybe some remarks from DGM NRI madam, and then we'll open up for the question answers. So only thing is just give the what products are available and we can proceed.
Okay, so these are the car loans available. Car loan is also there, and education loan, yes, we are providing, and LAP, loan against property, that product is also available in our bank. And education loan, yes, for OCIs, it is available for only to studies in India, and up to 7.50 lakhs, it is a collateral free that is there. And yes, we are issuing a quarterly NRI's newsletter that I will cover in last this one on the through our website. And we are also opening account through mobile app. So we have one mobile app, through that you can open account. So after feeding all the data, and then you can open that account and you can send the documents. We have dedicated Global NRI Center, Ernakulam, where you can, all your queries can be, you can mail them. They will be, it's a nodal point or one point of contact. I can say that number I will share. And we are also issued one NRI, we have issued one NRI taxation and FEMA booklet, where all the questions regarding your taxation and FEMA related queries will be sorted out in that particular. And this we are going to come with the end-to-end digital account opening process. And we are also going to open one another single point contact in Patiala very soon. And wealth offering through SBI Wealth. Yes, wealth relationship manager will be there for NRIs, that we are coming to launch that, and dedicated contact center for NRI, that is to be there.
I think, sir,
Okay.
Yeah, sir. Thank you for the presentation, Anuragji. I think I will request DGM NRI, Ranjana madam, to at least just give briefing, and then we'll open up the question answer form for all. So question answer, when you are raising, I will request the participant that time to come up live on the screen. Yeah, Ranjana madam, you can just address to the participants, and then we'll start the Q&A. Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, very good morning to all of you. And I convey my great thanks to Akash Damniwala, President and Director, SBI Indonesia, as well as my colleagues at staff colleges, especially Joseph and Anurag. Thank you very much for an insightful presentation. And my heartfelt thanks to the Indian diaspora who are connected in this meeting. Very good morning to all of you. So we are here at Corporate Center, Mumbai of State Bank of India. We are offering so many products for the non-resident Indians who are spread all across the world. So this was a small effort which we are trying to connect with State Bank of India. Your bank is offering for you, and Anurag has explained in brief. And I would request you to go through the site of SBI, that is bank.sbi, and go to the personal banking section and NRI section, where you will find the details of all the available product and services, as well as whatever new is coming for you. So you will get the information. And in case you have any queries related to your NRI banking or anything related to services, you are welcome to send us email. We will share our email address with you. And any questions you have, you can share your questions in the email, and we will get back to you within. We will try to get back to you within 24 hours of your questions.
Okay.
So thank you very much, and Akash and SBI Indonesia for taking this initiative to connect with the diaspora, who is very, very valuable for our bank. We care for you. That's why we are coming up with so many initiatives, as well as the products which we are having available for you. Like Anurag was mentioning, FCNRB, it's a US dollar deposit, and where you can get the rate of interest like 5.65 or 6. If it is more, it's a bigger deposit, you can get up to 6% also. So that's a very good time. It's a very good time for investment in foreign currency for FCNRB. And also, if you want the yield to be higher and you want your return in Indian rupees, you can invest in FCNRB premium also. And for rupee deposit also, non-callable, we are offering 7.40 for 1 to 2 years. That's also a good deposit. So these are the few things I wanted to discuss with you. And also in future, we are coming up with value-added services, as Anurag has said. We are coming up with end-to-end digital journey for onboarding of NRIs. That will be live in the month of April, likely. Till that time, our SBI Indonesia will be helping you in onboarding journey of yours, and also any type of services you want in India from the domestic branches. SBI Indonesia will act as a bridge between domestic branches in India and the diaspora based in Indonesia. So thank you very much, and the floor is open for questions.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. I think only before we start question answer, see, one important question normally people will have, when am I required to have the KYC updation done? So NRIs normally everybody should know that. I think we visit once in 2 years time, sometime regularly. So you have to ensure that when you are visiting, please visit your bank, and KYC updation mandatory, because some of the important things like kitab maybe need to be updated in the bank at particular branch where you are having account. KYC needs to be updated because you have a validity period. So that only you have to ensure. That is what my suggestion is there. Whoever is visiting back to India, updation of KYC, because your things accounts can get locked. Basically, operation get locked when you have a KYC issue and updation is not there. Okay, so this is one thing I have immediate, but we can start with the question answer. So I request one by one question. I think somebody had already raised some question about the maximum age for a home loan which can be given in one of the chat box, but we'll take it up. Somebody can raise a question in chat box. But in the meantime, if you have live questions, we request the question answer. Whoever wants to ask a question, please put on the screen and ask the question. So we will answer.
Regarding home loan, can I answer that?
Yes, please. What is the maximum age, sir?
Maximum age is it should be repaid up to the attaining the age of 60 years for the NRIs.
Yeah.
That is the thing for NRI home loan product actually.
Okay.
It can be raised up, it can be increased up to 70 years, it can be repaid, but it's depend on the some certain conditions. If the customer is fulfilling, then it can be repaid up to the attaining the maximum age of 70 years also.
Yeah, I think Pankaj, आपका question answer हुआ है. I think you can raise a question by opening your video. We can answer better. Please. Hello. Poonam, just mute everybody. I think questions can be raised now, please. Not on the chat box. I would request if you can come up on the screen and answer it. It's better.
Sir, one actually just I am interviewing. One common question for so many NRIs is regarding not getting of OTP on their local mobile number. Chat box, Mr. Kamlesh Kumar has already mentioned, and a few queries also came directly to me, sir.
Okay.
Sir, sir, may I answer, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, I want to share one small this thing regarding that OTP issue. I'm sharing one screen actually that I was expecting this question. That's what this thing. 1 minute, sir. Okay. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, visible.
Yeah.
So this is the very common, we are facing this problem that OTP, sometimes we don't receive that OTP. So we have one facility that you can get your OTP over email also. So a facility has been developed in internet banking where you can receive OTP through SMS and email both mode. So to avail this facility, you can register yourself through internet banking. So it's no need to approach the branch. From your internet banking, you can activate this facility. So you will get the password OTP over email. So an email will be sent to your registered email ID, will consist of password protected PDF file. So that PDF file will come in that you will receive through email, where you can open this PDF with your registered mobile. That password protected is there, so that you can use that. So how you can do that? You have to visit our internet banking site. There in profile section, one high security options is there. You have to visit there. Then mode of authentication through OTP by entering the profile password. Once you reach there, so there will be 3 radio button will display: SMS, State Bank Secure OTP, and SMS and email. So here, as by default, its SMS radio button is activated, but you can choose SMS and email, then it can be activated. So click on this SMS and email radio button. System will display. If your email ID is already registered, it will display. Then you have to submit that. And after successful registration, you will receive OTP through SMS and email. And this type of, when you will go that profile section, so this screen will be like that only. High security option, option to one-time high security password. Here, all 3 radio buttons are there. And here, activate this thing is available. So by this, you can get this. This is the last screen. Suppose if your email ID is not registered, so you can verify that immediately. You can verify, and in that way, you can get the OTP over email also.
Okay. I think there was one question about the future of Indian rupee. What do you feel about the Indian rupee going, how it will be going in the future? So,
hello.
Yeah.
Hello, sir. I have a question related to this OTP. I am Vinay. And like it was explained that we need to verify our email. So when I open the SBI internet banking screen on my laptop, on the right top, there is a blue, in blue font, there is my email ID. I need to click on that to verify it. Okay, when I click on it, verify, then it takes me 2 steps ahead. And the third step is that OTP has been sent to your registered mobile number. And then I get OTP on my registered mobile number, which is totally jumbled up. So I am stuck up. I have taken up this few times with my branch in India in Indore. This has not been resolved. And I have also brought up this matter to SBI Indonesia too. It has not been resolved yet.
Okay, so means what I can understand that you are not getting that SMS over your mobile number so that you can verify that registered email ID. Am I right?
No, I don't know. When I open my screen, I am getting emails from SBI.
Okay.
But when I go to internet banking, on the right top in blue font, my correct email ID is given. And then it is again asking me to verify my email ID. And when I click on that button, then it takes me 2 steps ahead. In the third step, I get stuck up because I don't get OTP. Whereas I am getting SMS from SBI BNK. The general type of messages are coming on my mobile, but OTPs are not coming.
One request, as I shared one screen where
Yes.
that in that profile section, and profile section there one if you go there now, so for that facility SMS over email, there one more option is there.
Vinayji, we will try. I'll tell you, Vinayji.
So in that case, sir, you can try from that particular verification also. From that screen, you please try, or else I will share one number with you after this last the slide, that how you can contact, where you can contact one for the particular this query. At that time, you can please make it there.
Sure, sure. Because my branch manager in Indore, he also tried a few times to get this resolved.
Okay.
But it's still, it's still same.
Yeah,
Anyway, I'll wait for your further advice. Thank you.
विनय जी नोट कर लेते हैं हम लोग आपका जो क्वेरी है. So I will have it actually connected to somebody from Indonesia also who will take care of this.
Thank you. Thank you, Akash.
Try to do it. Okay. Yeah.
You can send us also. We will look. We will take it up with GITC for resolution if it is not being done.
Yeah,
we'll take it up.
Yeah, ma'am. Actually, this is some of the particular queries are coming to our Indonesian one of the nodal officer, my EGM. He is receiving these queries. So we are noting down and coordinating with the team. I think if somebody is there from the centralized place, we will try to coordinate with you people also. It's better.
And we are happy to get the feedback from the customers. What type of issues they are facing, so that we can enable. We can give this enabler to the SBI people and as well as to the diaspora over there.
Yes, ma'am. This was one question about the future of rupee. I think rupee against dollar, they are asking clearly. What do you feel where it's going? So I think it's a general question. If somebody has some idea, because it's like a treasury sort of a question. So I may have my view. Somebody may have its own view. So
yes, you're right, Akash. I'd like to interrupt and say that there's a question on the chat which is on the KYC topic.
Yeah.
So Ajay is saying that our accounts are currently locked in India since we've not been to India for a couple of years. Is there a way we can update our KYC with SBI Indonesia?
Correct. No, I'll tell you, there is no direct way to have it done because we are using two different softwares and we don't have direct linkage. So only thing here is we can certainly get the documents verified, and that documents can be sent from here to the Indian I would say branch. So they will accept that as a verification. So that is one thing which, as I told you, because it's normally NRI accounts are considered high risk. And if it is KYC not updated, because it's shown as expired, our KITAS is there for 1 year and it gets expired. So if you have to ensure that you are updating time and again, and we are there to help. My back home in my Indonesia, we have people who can verify, put their signature numbers, which can be authenticated. There is somebody has signed in front of us, and it can be sent across. So it will be accepted there, and they will do it. So it's like for NRI, this is very critical. Updating the KYC, that's very important part.
Right.
I think anybody has direct questions?
Akashji, we got some questions on email, and one of the questions was that I'm based in Bandung and my daughter will be joining an institute in India for her undergrad.
Yep.
So he needs to do transfers for the same by SBI Indonesia Bandung.
Yep.
And so he wants to know how he can do transactions regularly for his daughter's education such that the transfer fee is minimum.
Yeah, I think Sanjay, you can give answer. I think, ma'am, see, here thing here is that I think his concern is about the charges. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
these are the see, I'll tell you, basic charges will apply for all the banks. So there are some we have a scheme at the moment running where we are allowing the remittance under a scheme for particular month at a very lower rate. But the basic thing charges which are there, we always have to recover. That are basic charges considering the cost we are
transaction.
involved. Yeah, so that we are
Right.
keeping going. But we time and again announce some schemes within which he can participate. But I think you can, Sanjay, you can give some feedback on this.
Actually, so
Yeah.
there are two types of remittances. One is IDR to INR, for which our normal charges are $8 per transactions, which is one of the lowest. As of now, up to 30 April, these charges are only $4. And another issue is regarding remitting different currencies. Like this issue, Bandung issue is related to sending US dollar. US dollar we can send through SWIFT only. So for that, he has mentioned $30. This is also one of the lowest, and it is no profit, no loss actually, because that SWIFT they also charge from us while sending money, and corresponding bank charged around $20. So, so for dollar, this is the very lowest one actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There was another question, Rakesh, on from Rakesh Sharma on email. He said that for SBI Indonesia specifically, he's not receiving his monthly e-statement. There is no online banking facility, and he's not even receiving SMSs whether his account is credited or debited.
Okay. I think see, first I'll give you two important aspects which is happening in Indonesia here. We are going under an entire revamp of the IT at the moment. That is one thing I will note. There are certain things which are there, like statement not coming. Okay, there could be some issue about maybe email we have to see that. We will request him to directly get in touch with our brand manager or us specifically, because that is only a case where maybe statement is maybe particular date will be there where he is not going, or sometimes the Gmail also drops the email. So when we are sending, our system normally sends, but Gmail normally drops the email that we have seen. But that is issue pertaining, not a generalized thing. A specific thing which is regarding transaction, I think Sandeep, you can answer the question. Sandeep is there from my IT technical side. Who is there? Sandeep, you are there?
Yeah, sir. Sir, good afternoon, sir. So, ma'am, regarding the query regarding the email statement not coming, there might be some issue because we are regularly sending the monthly statements to all customers for whom the email ID is registered with our core banking. As Akash sir has said, you may actually just ask the customer to either contact the branch manager or they can contact us. We can just get it verified why it is not coming because we need some detail, either the account number or the email ID where it is, where is the issue. In terms of the second issue, ma'am, which was raised that the internet banking is not there, is incorrect actually. We do have an internet banking facility available, which is online sbii.sbiindo.com. They can use the link through our SBI corporate website as well, which is sbiindo.com. It might be that he may not have activated this thing. Using the internet banking, he can also generate his email account statement. He can do front transfers as well, and remittance, bill payment, and all the facilities are available, ma'am. Currently, we do not have a mobile banking, and but we are working on that, and soon it will be launched. And as Akash sir has said, we are going for a major revamp right now in the IT, and soon the facilities which are there would be improved to meet all the customer expectation, ma'am.
Right.
Sandeep, about the statement, the message which is to be given for transactions.
Yeah, okay. So regarding the third query which there is, regarding that they are not getting the update about the any credit or debit happening. Ma'am, actually in Indonesia, we have not seen much of a, like even for the other bank also, we are also experiencing like only very few bank are providing this facility right now for all the credit and debit happening to the customer account. But we have taken this feedback, and as soon as our revamp is complete, on that time, after all, we plan to send all the notification of all credit and debit to the customer's email.
Okay.
Yeah.
And normally, Poonam, here the transactions are sent. The transactions are given actually by email to all the customers. So that actually when your revamp is happening, we'll take the feedback. I got a feedback from Vinay who had raised a question about this today, that there is certain time the emails are also coming, SMS both are coming. We will try to learn from the things. We will try to improve, and generalized questions. I think they are covered. Specific questions are there. We can always handle. I think more questions are that we can take. How much time we have, we can see, and we
Yeah.
can raise. Yeah, we can just see the question. How much time we are left with.
So
And
we have time for another 2 questions. If there's any question, they can raise their hands on the Zoom and we can speak to them. And
Yeah.
whether there are questions or not, I would suggest, Akash, that you can share on the chat if there are, what is the contact number for the customer service.
Yeah. Actually, what we yeah, I think Harsh, you can keep the our email IDs which on the chat box, which can be then shared for the contact. That's one thing. And if there are from the India side, if there are
Yes,
there
sir.
is a specific email ID which is there for connection, that also can be shared. That
Yes,
will
sir.
be
Yes, sir. And Mr. Pulkit has raised his hand. So
yeah.
after this, we can take his question.
Hey, somebody can in the meantime write on the chat box. But Pulkit, you can you have a question, we can answer. Yeah, Pulkit, please
Pulkit, please unmute yourself.
Unmute yourself and answer the question. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Pulkit. I'm currently exploring opportunities in India to invest in the mutual funds.
Okay.
So what kind of advisory services that is provided? I'm sure Harsh from your team has been very helpful
Yeah.
and showed me amazing platform that SBI India has for investing. But how do we access it? Because given the whole OTP, I've been trying the OTP thing for last 6 years, but with all honesty, it never comes. Or it there is a lag, or there is always a thing. There is an issue in which it doesn't come to the Indonesia numbers. So really want to understand that currently, if a saving and then we have to send it to an SBI in India, and then we have to transfer it to an access there, and then use their mutual fund or SIP schemes. But the preference for me is that why can't I use my develop for the SIP in my SBI India?
Okay.
So the key challenges are how can I create the SBI mutual fund login and from here? And second is that what is the clear issue of these OTPs that are there? Because even in SBI India, every 2-3 months you have to change the password. And trust me, for me, that changing password has been a nightmare, because then the OTP doesn't come. Then I have to go to the bank. How can I address this, sir?
Okay, Pulkit, I'll take your question in 3 parts. Basically, first you want to connect somebody with the mutual fund requirements. So I think we can actually have some relationship managers who are handling the NRI mutual fund investments desk. Maybe we can get in touch with you. We'll touch base that person with you. That's first part. Second part, you rightly pointed out that the OTP question remains to be there, because we from our side we do check, and we see that some of the OTPs are sent from our side, and it gets dropped at the service provider level, either at the either here or India level. So that is beyond sometime control of the bank. That is one thing which is there. Third part, I'll just repeat one thing. I think you want to create the mutual fund online. If you are using the Yono at any point, there is a tab wherein you have an option to invest. You can try that. I think Yono app, which is there of India, if you are having NRI account, you should be able to have a Yono app where you have investment tab, where you can generate a direct mutual fund investment folio, if I'm not mistaken. But then still, I will attach somebody with you with the back home mutual fund relationship manager who can help you with this.
Appreciate it. On that, just adding one more thing, that I would like to also open a Zerodha account, and Zerodha account has a special requirement for NRI. Is there anybody who can provide me any advisory services on that?
Zerodha is out of question, because Zerodha is a different platform. It's a basically investment platform for the stocks. So if you are interested in stocks, then you have to have a PIS account or an NRO specific account. So there also, as I told you, I will try to get in touch with somebody who can help you with this also. Where Zerodha is, you are looking for an equity investment in India. That's what I understand. So for that, actually, we have a PIS scheme. We have a specific NRI branch who is handling the PIS scheme. So either a PIS, or if you have an NRO account in India, which can be linked. It is not PIS. That is not a PIS. It's only NRO linked account. So you are having all the taxability. You cannot repatriate the amount in Indonesia. So that there are two aspects. Still, we will get in touch. Somebody will connect with you for this also, like mutual fund and the stock. Both I understand. Zerodha is altogether different. That's a different platform. We don't have any connection with Zerodha.
Noted.
Yeah.
Just one more additional question is that I have a financial plan to buy a house in India in the next 5 years. So how does it work? Like, I've always worked in Singapore and here, and I'm continuously remitting back money and building my savings and building my investment portfolio. So how can I buy a house in India? Like, a very simple question, right?
Yes.
I transfer back to my NRE account. I
No.
have an NRO account there also.
Yeah. See, there are two things there. You are going to acquire a property in India, so you will be eligible for the loan. That is one part which is there. They will have a basic, I think, Q&A. I think you can visit our site where you can get a lot of information about NRI loans. Back home, normally you will have 20-25% as a margin requirement. Around 75 to 80% is the amount which bank will finance. Keep that in mind of the entire project. That you keep in mind, and you can decide how much is the amount saving which you have, and maybe touch base with the one of the brokers, or maybe I would say a builder directly there, because sometimes the builders have direct connection with our SBI's say for the project tie-up. Then it becomes easier for you to get the loan. So you just do ask the person that you have any tie-up with the like the home loan department, or direct tie-up for the loans for the SBI. They will help you out with this.
Yeah,
So
Akash.
whenever I do that, whenever I do that, there is a lot of knowledge gap between NRE and NRO account. So the property developers know that there is just a normal account, right? And they
I will share your direct number, my number with you, so you can get.
Okay.
I have handled both
Thank
areas.
you so much.
Akash, I have a suggestion for Mr. Pulkit. I would request Mr. Pulkit to share his queries to me, and I'll connect him to one of the branch in Mumbai, NRI Mumbai branch, who are coordinating in PIS account for NRIs, and I'll connect him with one of the relationship managers over there, and who can meet all the queries and I think resolve all the issues and Mr. Pulkit.
I think we are short of time now, Poonam, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Sure.
Yes. So
Sorry.
thank you everybody
Sir,
for joining. Thank you to
excuse
the
madam,
entire.
1 minute if you can spare for me, that I want to just show our bank's website where all these facilities, your answers are within 1 minute. I can complete that, so it will be good for all. If you, with your permission, if it's time permits.
Sure. Also, I'd like to add to this that on the chat box, there's been added the website for Indonesia, sbiindo.com, and there's also an email ID to get in touch with. So there's also, please go ahead and reach out to them for any questions related. I think we are very sorry, but we are out of time, and we will do another session again with you very soon if this is of interest and if this is something that you want to do more of. So with your permission, Akash, we'd like to log off now. Thank you very much. Thank you to the entire team.
Thank you all the participants. Thank you all the team members from SBI back home in India.